Have you ever experienced a setback so profound you thought it was the end of the road? We all face moments of despair, times when life throws us a curveball so unexpected it feels like we're knocked off our feet. But what if these setbacks, these apparent roadblocks, are not the end? What if they're merely detours, guiding us to a path we never knew existed? A path leading to new beginnings, new opportunities, new growth. So, what if a setback is just a setup for a comeback? Imagine the shock of a life-altering accident. You're in your prime and suddenly, it all comes to a halt. In the blink of an eye, the world as you know it is turned upside down. The semi-truck, that behemoth of a vehicle, the symbol of your livelihood, now a twisted wreck. The aftermath is deafening, the silence broken only by the shrill wail of sirens in the distance. The doctors tell you you're lucky to be alive, but at that moment, it doesn't feel like luck. It feels like a cruel twist of fate. The physical pain is excruciating, but it's the emotional toll that hits the hardest. You're confronted with the harsh reality that your life will never be the same again. The dreams you've been chasing seem to fade into the distance, obscured by the fog of uncertainty. As the days turn into weeks, you find yourself trapped in a loop of despair. The hospital becomes a cold, sterile prison, and the white walls seem to close in on you. The world outside continues to spin, but for you, time has come to a standstill. The dreams you once held so close now seem like distant memories, replaced by the haunting specter of doubt and fear. You're left feeling bereft, grappling with a sense of loss that's hard to put into words. It's not just about the career you've lost or the physical abilities you've been robbed of. It's about the identity you've built, the person you thought you were, and the life you had planned for yourself. The setback is colossal. It's like being thrown into a stormy sea without a life jacket. You're left gasping for air, struggling to keep your head above the water. The waves of despair crash over you, threatening to pull you under. In the face of such a setback, it seemed life had come to a standstill. But remember, it's in our darkest moments that we often find the light. It's when we're faced with the most significant challenges that we discover our true strength. So hold on, because the journey has just begun. And then enter Paris, a poodle, an emotional support animal, and a beacon of hope. In the aftermath of the accident, when the world seemed a tad too bleak, too silent, Paris brought a different kind of noise. A noise filled with love, laughter, and life. A noise that echoed the rhythm of resilience. Paris was not just a pet, she was a confidant, a companion in solitude, and a constant reminder of the joy that still exists in the world, even amidst the rubble of setbacks. The time spent with her, the bond that was formed, it was cathartic. It was a balm to the wounds that no doctor could heal, the wounds of the mind, and as the bond deepened, it was impossible not to notice the sheer joy Paris brought to every day. Her excitement for every new toy, her boundless energy during playtime, the way her eyes lit up at the scent of a new treat. It was infectious. It was inspiring. Suddenly the idea sparked. If Paris could bring so much joy, why not spread that joy to other pets and their owners? This was the start of a new passion, a passion for pet care, a passion to create moments of joy for pets and their owners alike. And so the journey began. A journey to learn, to explore, to experiment. A journey filled with late nights of research, early mornings spent brainstorming, and countless hours dedicated to understanding the ins and outs of the pet care industry. It was a journey marked by determination, fueled by love, and inspired by Paris. And just like that, the setback had transformed. It was no longer a roadblock, but a stepping stone. A stepping stone to a new beginning, a new passion, a new venture. It was a testament to the power of resilience, the strength of the human spirit, and the transformative potential of love. Paris turned out to be not just a pet, but a catalyst for change. She was the spark that ignited a new flame, a flame that would light the way through adversity and towards a brighter future. With Paris by her side, a new idea began to take shape. She looked at her adorable poodle, her constant companion, her emotional support animal, and an idea sparked. If she loved planning Paris's birthdays, wouldn't other pet owners love to do the same for their furry friends? And hence, the seed of a unique party planning business, specializing in pet birthdays, was sown. The conception of the business was like a breath of fresh air, a ray of hope after a long and dreary winter. But as with any new venture, there were challenges to face. The first hurdle was the unfamiliarity of the market. Pet birthday parties weren't exactly a common service people looked for. She had to create a market for her niche business, convince people that their pets deserved a grand celebration too. Then came the logistics. Finding the right suppliers who could provide pet-friendly decorations, snacks, and toys was not an easy task. She had to ensure that everything she incorporated into her parties was safe and enjoyable for pets. But she was not one to back down. She started networking, reaching out to pet communities, and sharing her unique idea. She created an online store, showcasing her services and the joy that a pet party could bring. She shared stories of Paris's birthdays, the fun they had, and the bond it strengthened. Slowly but surely, people began to take notice. They saw the love and effort she put into crafting each party, and they wanted the same for their pets. The challenges she faced became stepping stones, the obstacles, opportunities for innovation. She was no longer the woman who wrecked her semi-truck. She was now the woman who turned a setback into a new beginning. She was the woman who found joy in the wagging tails and excited barks at every pet party she planned. What started as a setback had now turned into an incredible comeback. From the ashes of her previous life, she built a business fueled by love, resilience, and the will to transform setbacks into comebacks. And in the process, she not only created a successful venture, but also found a purpose that brought her immense joy. So, what does this story tell us about setbacks and comebacks? Well, it's a testament to the fact that life's harshest blows can often lead to its sweetest victories. It's a story of transformation, resilience, and the power of hope. Our heroine's life took an unexpected turn when she met with a severe accident. Her world turned upside down, shattering her dreams and aspirations. Yet it was during this time of despair that she found a new purpose, a new goal, the birth of a party planning business. The first key takeaway here is that setbacks are not the end, but the beginning of something new. They push us out of our comfort zones, forcing us to reassess our priorities and discover new paths. This is precisely what happened in our story. The accident was a setback, yes, but it was also an opportunity in disguise, a chance to explore a new direction. The second takeaway is the importance of resilience. Our heroine did not let her setback define her. Instead, she used it as a stepping stone, a motivation to rebuild her life. She showed us that being resilient isn't about avoiding setbacks. It's about bouncing back stronger, learning from your experiences, and moving forward. The third takeaway revolves around hope and creativity. When faced with a setback, it's easy to lose hope and succumb to despair. But our heroine chose a different path. She found hope in her pet poodle, Paris, and channeled her creativity into building a unique business model. It's a reminder that hope can be found in the unlikeliest of places, and creativity can be the key to turning your life around. So, to sum it up, we've learned that setbacks can indeed lead to comebacks. They can push us to explore new paths, teach us the importance of resilience, and remind us of the power of hope and creativity. Remember, every setback is a setup for a comeback. It's all about perspective. Because when life throws you a curveball, you can choose to see it as a setback, or you can choose to see it as the start of your comeback story. So, next time you face a setback, what will you do? It's a question that may seem daunting, but it's also an invitation. An invitation to choose resilience over resignation, to turn a stumbling block into a stepping stone. You see, setbacks are not dead ends, they're detours, a chance to reroute and find a path that may be even better than the one you were on. They're opportunities for growth, for transformation. They're the moments that shape us, that make us who we are. So when life throws a curveball your way, don't duck or run. Catch it, hold it, examine it, learn from it. Let it be the catalyst for change, the spark that ignites a fire within you. Remember the story of Paris, the poodle? She was more than just a pet. She was a beacon of hope, a source of inspiration. She was the Paris in her owner's life. So I challenge you to find your own Paris. It may be a person, a passion, a dream. It could be anything that gives you the strength to rise, to fight, to come back stronger. And so, as we wrap up, let this be your mantra. Turn your setbacks into comebacks. After all, you are the author of your own story. Your journey is uniquely yours, and every setback is just another chapter in your tale of triumph.